Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the DST show. We are live here for our two play-in tournament games to signify who will be the number 8th and number 7th seed of respected conferences to begin the NBA playoffs. Starts around April 11th. Most of the teams that are in the play-in, and the teams that are out suck and have to get ready to get Victor Wembanyama. Other than that, we're going to be covering this. It's going to be the Atlanta Hawks versus the Miami Heat that cover at least the 9th and 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. While Miami's 7th, struggling over in the play-in, while Atlanta were 8th. While Chicago has to play Toronto, that are below two games below 500 in the Eastern Conference. So, a bit of a so-and-so record both teams have had over the regular season. Most high expectations came over from the Miami Heat and Atlanta Hawks to be middle of the road or second-tier teams, knowing that these two teams were one came out of a conference final appearance last season, and the other team just came from getting an all-star guard out of DeJounte Murray. Sadly, I don't feel like we're getting the best of both worlds here, thanks to only season highlight coming out of the Miami Heat was getting Udonis Haslem to drop 24 points. This is airing specifically on TNT, if anybody wants to watch. And Trae Young's over in the stands. Last time we covered the last time we covered the Atlanta Hawks, we were on stream. It was against the Chicago Bulls, and Trae Young did not play, and yet it was still like a 19-point deficit to Hawks. Clint Capella, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter's back on the lineup with DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, Clint Capella, and John Collins, Jimmy Butler, Max Strus, Bam Adebayo over in the starting lineup with Gabe Vincent at the 2 position with Trae Young. Tyler Hero. I'm sorry, I'm not. Oh, yeah, they changed the name to the Kaseya Arena, and here we are with tip-off here for the play-in tournament, and it's won by the Atlanta Hawks. Clint Capella gets it over. Trae Young gives it over to DeJounte Murray, and here we are opening it up. I think over the winner here, thanks to the 2 earlier seeds, they get a chance to go to the 7th seed to face off against the second one. And I guess the chip was on their shoulder for Miami, thanks they pushed the Celtics to 11. I think the Celtics kind of led this regular season series. Lob pass attempted over Collins after getting the ball, rebounded back after a shot attempt, deflected over Bam Adebayo. Butler takes it coast to coast to the finish around the rim over finger roll. It's good for 2, and the first 2 points go over to Jimmy Butler. And Collins falls over a bit of a collision with Gabe Vincent on the floor. Let me see if anybody is available right now. Let me get the link right there for anybody that's coming. Possibly, I'll try to invest in an actual mic instead of a gaming headset to use over these streams. A little bit of a legitimate collision course involving John Collins with Gabe Vincent in the middle of a pick and roll. And it goes into a personal foul. DeJounte Murray over on the sideline right now. It's inbounded over DeAndre Hunter. Fadeaway jumper over Hero. It's going to be missed. Graces the side of the rim. Hits Gabe Vincent. Taking it coast. Hero with the pull-up J from top of the key. No good. Lack of an attendance here for a chance to make it to the playoffs. Especially, you have a better chance hitting the second seed than you do the first seed. So you don't want to be in the loser's table facing off against the winner over in the next game. Rumbles around the rim. DeJounte Murray couldn't get it off. Like your wife. Butler over the defensive rebound off transition. Bam Adebayo hitting the pick. Still manned up with him is DeAndre Hunter. Good perimeter defense, but hits over the pick and pop over the screen. Misses over the mid-range shot. Secondary mascot for the Miami Heat is, of course, Udonis Haslem, still on the bench, hitting a consistent average of 75 claps a game and a shot from the wing. Great three-pointer by John Collins. You rarely see him make those. A slow start for both teams. 1 for 5 and 1 for 3. Here comes Herro. Going onto the rim, trying to give it to Gabe Vincent, kicking it out after getting 2 defenders on him. And it seems like Eric Spoelstra's game planning. His 15 seasons since being the Miami Heat head coach, getting himself 2 NBA championships since his time here. I'm sick and tired of wearing these dumb things, man. And Butler, off the mismatch, rumbles around the rim. Collins over the contest. Oh, God. Yeah, he was rubbing over contact, and I don't know what was that immediate switch from Young to Herro went for Collins. I understand he was the better defender, but you had him spaced out. I don't get the call there. Herro, high screen, big pick over the roll for Bam Adebayo, kicks it out, finds Max Strus. Oh, can't get the offensive rebound. It's tipped and picked up by Trae Young. Attempting to pull up, but stopped right on his tracks. Here comes DeAndre Hunter. Pull up for mid-range. It's good for 2 to extend the lead by 3 points. 9.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Gabe Vincent over the high screen. Overhead pass. Butler. Enough room over the rim. Hunter misses the defender right there and gets the easy 2. Over from the high screen, DeAndre Hunter, and he'll kick it out. Slow pass. Over from behind the arc to DeJounte. Over John Collins. Over the contact. And we'll get fouled by Max Strus. We'll get on the line. Hired. Finished 10 and 11. Sub 500. And that's after firing their other head coach. Wasn't he also the head coach for the Pelicans for a while? There is no coaching system as well. Who keeps getting Billy Donovan a head coaching job after Kevin Durant carried most of the franchise for the majority of the decade, and then it's like, oh God, Westbrook's the leader of the team. That means I have to actually game plan around him. And then you had a decent team like the Chicago Bulls that looked like an orchestratedly good postseason team, and barely recovered the ball, rolls out of bounds. Are you kidding me? All right. Over the floater, Trae Young gets it, crossing his way over to the lane to get the 2, and I'll extend the lead to 4, 8 and 4 to start. Bam Adebayo off the pass from Vincent. Crossing from top of the key, but Bam will take it over a blow rim. Clint Capella's there to contest, and he goes nowhere for a miss. Simple cross over the step back, cross over to his left. Trae Young, quick corner 3, finds DeJounte Murray for 3 over the corner. 11 to 4. Oh, God, it's not a good start for the Miami Heat. Gabe Vincent trying to drive by. Guys, hold the ball. Jesus Christ. Strus over to Butler. Tyler Herro attempting to help over from the screen. Switches over to Bam over the baseline. Butler doing the Kyle Lowry route. Gets the contact over the bank shot, and he'll get fouled. They just had to do that. They had no other option to score. And don't forget, we got our second game over for the night. I think it's going to be the same time for our next games for the NBA. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing off against the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Lakers came over like winning 17 of 6 after All-Star break, and that was just after the deadline. They were a completely better basketball team after trading away Russell Westbrook. And Westbrook has been on his bag since joining the Clippers, so I guess it was an even exchange after the buyout because he was sent to Utah for that 3-way trade. Oh, Gabe Vincent, quick bounce pass, finds Herro, catch and shoot, nice short corner 3. mixes it to a 2-point deficit. Finally, a good ball movement from the Miami Heat, pushing that to a 9-11 possession. Sorry, still can't say that comfortably. Quick leaning two, and one from DeAndre Hunter over the one-handed foul, over the fadeaway shot from the foul line. Great shot over DeAndre Hunter. And they're replaying over that good corner three from Tyler Hero. Yeah, guys. If anybody haven't had my hear my sentiments, I think I had a different video made. I'm still not a big fan of this play-in format because it gives teams that have no business, when it comes to like consistency or record-wise, a chance, or a reason to be in the postseason other than ratings. And I get it. I can understand why the NFL does it, but the NBA doing it makes zero sense to me. Like. And one, Trae Young over the finger roll over Strus from the baseline. And everything's going right for the Atlanta Hawks. And that's another far layup for Trae Young. 15-9 into commercial break. I'm watching this on the official website, by the way. And they're still doing commercial breaks for it. So it's not really a hot start if you're a Heat fan. I'm just saying. I'm just pulling this out there. I only got a connection over Miami Heat. It was a bit of a bandwagon over the big three, all because I was a fan of Dwayne Wade. I would still like the Miami Heat to win because I like Jimmy Butler, I like Kyle Lowry, I like Tyler Hero, and I like Bam Adebayo. But Jesus Christ, they have not set a good example from their previous campaign. Let me tell you something, man. There's streaks where they go like 6 of that, only winning 4 of their last 10. They'll come over a good home record, and then they'll come out losing like 5 straight. Like you don't know what to expect from the Miami Heat. They'll beat a top seed team, then they lose to the Chicago Bulls, and then the freaking Utah Jazz will give them an issue where they have to push overtime. Like that cannot be acceptable basketball. And yeah, we can give it over to Spoelstra. Butler, we expect to perform well over to the postseason, but I'm just not getting some high expectations out of this team. Oh, God. Oh, excuse me. Still in a commercial break. If anybody can come over to the chat, I'd love to have a conversation in the middle of the stream. Just me screaming on the top of my lungs while watching basketball is not always fun. I'm still not happy about that double from the Guardians game against the Yankees. They got caught in between the scoreboard through the cage, and it was inside. So they counted it as a double instead of a home run. Oh, shit. Jay White showed up on AEW. And Brian Cage. Jesus Christ! Yo, Darby, someday you're going to die. At least Mick Foley was durable because he was a big dude. You got Darby Allin that's built like a twig, and he's getting F50. Yo, Keith Lee's fat ass needs to leave, bro. Why is he still in the... Oh, why do people like this guy? No disrespect to Keith Lee fans out there, but there's no upside to Keith Lee except his heart rate and his blood level. His blood sugar level, bro. And now we're back after commercial break. 2 of these games will be airing on TNT. So right after this, I guess I'll ricochet over to the Lakers game. I'm trying to get the thumbnail settled as well for that stream. Trae Young's over the line after that and one over Max Strus over that finger roll. And there seem to be already some rotations out there. Kyle Lowry in for Max Strus. Gabe Vincent still in the rotation. With Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, and Tyler Hero? No, Max Strus is still in, so Tyler Hero got rotated out. Weird. Good ball movement. From the top of the key, corner pass on the finger roll, and an easy inside-out score by Kyle Lowry to get the 2 points up. 5 point. That's Kyle Korver. Court side. DeAndre Hunter. Here comes this double screen over Capella. Corner 3. DeJounte Murray contested over Butler. That's not going to stop. 3-point swish. 19-11. Lob into the corner 3. Gabe Vincent will miss that. Jesus Christ. DeJounte Murray pull up 3. Oh, the momentum can't continue. Can't strike lightning in the bottle twice. Over the wing 3. Gabe Vincent pass out to Butler. And he'll drive. Over from the inside. Kicks out back over to Strus. Gabe Vincent over to the corner. Lowry for 3. Can't follow through with it. And the Miami Heat opened they're shooting 1 of 3. In an offensive foul by the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young still tries to shoot it like a prick. And DeAndre Hunter pleading his case over with the referee. Guys, I understand play-in tournament's not that important. But, Jesus Christ, I think it's 2 games and you're out. Bogdan Bogdanovic is rotated in. Trying to steal the ball over Kyle Lowry's hands and then Caleb Martin's in. And a farther inbound over to Bam Adebayo back to Lowry to get the ball moving. 18 seconds. Over the quick pick. Over the roll to Bam. Hands out over to Strus. Chest pass over to Butler off the other side of the wing. Mid-corner matched up with DeAndre Hunter. Seems to be the perimeter matchup. Over from the mid-range. Bam Adebayo with the offensive rebound after the miss from Butler. Hook shot goes nowhere. Tips the rim and it goes over to DeJounte Murray and he's matched up over Strus. One simple cross over the left hand. And offensive foul. Good finish over to the rim and blatant charge over Kyle Lowry, tumbling over him in the middle of the layup. That's going to count as an offensive foul. It's going to be Miami's possession. Up by 8 is still Atlanta. Butler over the contact doesn't get the score for the additional point, but he will get on the line after charging over to the basket and trying to get the and one score. Oh, Jesus Christ. So just The Exorcist. You just added a Pope there. Interesting. I'm
One of the defensive principles that they wanted to emphasize was not allowing Jimmy Butler to third, going on 4 free throw. They know how potent that he is in regards to getting to his spot more points. More fouls he picks up. The closer the team gets, now they get an opportunity to get to the free throw line.
I finally got my refund over those kicks I bought. They'll make 2 in a row to push out 13-9, 6-point deficit for the Miami Heat. 4 for 4 from the foul line. DeJounte Murray's matchup with Caleb Martin. A good tip over the bounce pass over to Bogdan Bogdanovic from Jimmy Butler. And that's going to go out of bounds. And Kevin Love is going to be checking into the game for Bam Adebayo. Kevin Love picked up off waivers over a buyout of his contract after spending a 10-year over in Cleveland that are in the playoffs already. Ripping up some old paper. Long range from top of the arc. No good from Bogdanovic. And already a blatant personal foul over DeJounte Murray getting the offensive rebound, trying to put it back up. Got a rebound over. Oh, over Lowry. Lowry got a hand in the middle of the attempt. And now DeJounte Murray's over in the line right now. Trae Young's regular season average against Miami Heat is 25 points. They've played a series against one another, but they weren't fighting for a play-in spot, for a playoff spot. Miami Heat were the 1 seed, while recently coming from the play-in is the Atlanta Hawks. Quick corner pass. Butler trying to cut over to the inside. Loses handle over the ball, over the cut. And here comes Bogdanović. Crossing over from the baseline. Finds Murray. Over Saddiq Bey. Corner 3 from DeJounte Murray, from DeAndre Hunter. Goes nowhere. And here comes Butler. Coast to coast. Over the contact. Rumbles around the rim. It goes nowhere off the finger roll from the fast break. 21-13. Here comes DeJounte Murray asking for the screen from Saddiq Bey. Catches the double. Caleb Martin trying to cause trouble off the pass. Bey over to Bogdanović. Bounce pass. It is good off Okongwu. Oh, God. He was a decent rebounding machine over the last game I called against Chicago. And here comes a high screen over from Kevin Love. Immediate foul over the mid-range shot over from Lowry, and Lowry's baiting for those. That's that veteran mentality Kyle Lowry has, even though he looks like he just got his first apartment.
Very good pick and roll at that point. Think about this. 8 for 16 is Atlanta. They're effective because 8 of those baskets have come off of 6 assists. So they're moving the basketball, getting multiple people involved. Kyle Lowry, they're dealing with some blood. Jersey coming from the nose. I have no medical background whatsoever, but you say that holiday. I'm deducing. Yeah. 2 weeks for holiday. It transfers over. That's right. Once you're there, you know you get smarter. No, I'm good. 23-13. Hawks in front. Second foul on Hunter. 4 team fouls against Atlanta. And Jalen Johnson, second-year forward from Duke, is going to check into the game. Quinn Snyder very bullish on what Jalen Johnson could bring to this series. Mentioned it in our meeting prior to the game. You can win $1 million for the perfect bracket. First place gets you courtside seats. Fill out your bracket for NBA Pick'em Bracket Challenge for your chance to win big.
Here comes Kyle Lowry.
At NBA.com/
on the line after the foul by DeAndre Hunter.
So it's been left knee soreness for Kyle Lowry. That hampered him for a long period of time where he was not in the lineup, and then they started bringing him back.
Usually, we don't even see undersized guards like him still over in the starting role. Last time he rarely even played over this postseason. And I think that's Pat Riley over in the background I just saw, or it's another bowling white dude with a suit with a comb over.
Of course, his minutes are down, but his production is up in regards to shooting percentage. His points are down. What we got here? We're going to need a cut man. He's still bleeding.
So it seems like Kyle Lowry's still bleeding over that personal foul he got from the last possession.
He's had more of an effect on the game coming off the bench in less minutes. You're able to conserve his time. He's able to finish some games healthier. Hence is why now he's still projected to come off the bench. And Gabe Vincent is back in for Lowry, trying to get that under control.
Picked up over Bogdanović. Over the mid-range, easy 2. Over from the pick and pop. Here comes Vincent. Kicks out over to Caleb Martin. Why did he hesitate? Quick pump fake over from the glass. Rumbles around the rim. Good post move over Kevin Love to get his first points on the board here in the play-in. Jalen Johnson. Okongwu gets a bit of a shove off. Gets Kevin Love to fall, and it'll be an easy 2 into the paint. 10-point lead for the Atlanta Hawks. Vincent, they'll give over to Butler over Saddiq Bey guarding. Vincent left alone, top of the key. Knocks it down from behind the arc to push that to a 7-point deficit. Well, we're heading to commercial break now again. You guys heard the massive news about, Odell Beckham heading over to the Baltimore Ravens as, I guess, a deal to keep Lamar Jackson over in Baltimore. And I would say that would be a decent deal. If, Odell Beckham was consistently healthy or a consistent all-pro or relevant. Because he was expected to come over to the season around the latter half of the 2022 season around week 11. And he couldn't even be healthy for that. So I'm just expecting the worst here. That he'll underperform or he'll get cut off waivers for any type of offseason shenanigans because we're still before the draft and we don't know what's going to happen to Lamar until then. If they even signify a deal for him, because there's a lot more guys in Baltimore they're going to be paying other than Lamar. So there's a lot more priorities to be had, even though Lamar Jackson has been a league MVP before, and that's it. That's it. It's like, are the Clippers going to extend Russell Westbrook over Kawhi Leonard? Like, it's a given. If the Clippers wanted to keep Kawhi over Westbrook, they would. It's without a question. Even though Lamar Jackson is a major asset and he's a franchise quarterback, it's not that he doesn't play. It's just over that risk factor, over his health reasons, and even his resume over the standpoint of the play, to play the quarterback position. Even though he can throw and run, and he's a marketable personality for a franchise like Baltimore, we're just not looking at the gram points as it is other than his abilities. And the weirdest thing are people still trying to make it a racial issue. So a Gatorade, a drink with electrolytes, gave you a drink with more electrolytes. Let's boost up the alcohol in the Miller Lite. So see what else we got for today. I heard the Falcons also traded over for the 5th round pick for this year's draft for cornerback Jeff Okudah I think he came from the Tennessee Titans. I think it's going to get more wilder around this year's draft. So 57% for the Mario movie. Every time I'm hearing it from my friends watching it, people won't stop talking about it. They love the movie. I don't get it. So we're back over to we're back after commercial break, and they're showing Inside the NBA with Kenny of the Jet Smith and Charles Barkley, giving a bit of a short commentary before we head back over to the game. Here comes Trae Young moving over the ball over transition, middle of the inbound with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the quarter. Quick screen over Okongwu. Jalen Johnson over from the rim, and Kevin Love just blatantly just without even trying to stretch over his hands. Quick pull up Jay. Gives to Love, then he just grazes over to the rim. Oh, wait! And Butler over the loose ball over Jalen Johnson. Catches it to get the quick two-handed slam. Great score by Jimmy Butler. Over from the high screen, Jalen Johnson. They'll give it to a one-handed lob, giving over to Okongwu. What a play. Quick high screen, Caleb Martin over from the screen over Butler, catching it over baseline. Bogdanovich is there to catch up on him. Over from the inbound, loses the possession, dribbling for the foul line, and Trae Young's over the ball. Saddiq Bey from the wing, and it's good. 34-22. It's a 12-point lead now for the Atlanta Hawks, and they've been better off assist rates than the Miami Heat. That's more reliant. And one over Kyle Lowry, his second time on the line, but this time he got additional points heading in there. Good box out over Kevin Love. Good shove off over Okonwu. He collapsed in the middle of Kevin Love to get in the space for Kyle Lowry, and he'll get on the line. A lot of veterans on the Miami Heat. And you can see that revealing bandage on the top of Kyle Lowry's lip. He's with 6 points right now. I mean, 2 of 3. Only missed one shot over a 3-point attempt. And it's good. Lip. I thought it was a nose injury because they were tending over to the nose. Jalen Johnson nearly loses possession and give it over to Trae Young. Quick high screen. Good pass. A bit of hesitation right there for Lowry to defend. Defensive rebound by Hero. Lowry. Spin out. Over the up and under. Hero recovers. Over to the backboard. And a bit of a prayer over that bank shot over Hero. In a timeout.
And we have an official stoppage here. 54 seconds left. Looks like the shot clock didn't start rolling.
In an official stoppage in the middle of the shot clock somehow wasn't. What was that? Well, still gonna be Hawks possession. That was a crazy layup over over Tyler Hero. And here comes the Hawks. Bogdanovic, Okonwu, Young, and Bay. Long range. Hero with the 3-point attempt from long range. Over transition. Hero from 3. Can't knock it down. Caleb Martin trying to get the putback slam. It goes nowhere. Shadiq Bey. Over transition. Pull-up shot from the same spot. Can't get it again. Tip in by Jalen Johnson. It's good. 36-27, and still an extensive 9-point lead coming from the Atlanta Hawks. 16 seconds. Lowry conducts the double. Over from the easy lay-in, but gets contested by Okonwu. Butler can't make it. Hero, one cross. Loses a bit of his balance as Caleb Martin. Over the pump fake. Trying to pass it out. Picked up over Bam Adebayo. 0.2 half court. Can't go anywhere. That's going to be a miss. 27-36 heading into the second quarter. And it looks like Kyle Lowry talking it up with the official without even looking. I guess a bit of a reach-in foul he was trying to ask for. And that's heading over to the second quarter of basketball, guys. So, decent game. Hawks have gotten more of the upside right now. When it comes to moving over to the ball, Inyaka and Kamwu just got some good disruptions when it comes to stopping Butler. That's been way better over interior basketball than shooting from long range. Jimmy Butler still leads in points, though. And Kyle Lowry as well, and that's over to his decent veteranship, good attacking the rim, good playmaking. Lowry just still can do the same shit that he's done for the majority of his career. But still, the Hawks that's been doing better over possessions. Because I felt like the Miami Heat were just shitty over ball movement. That's the only reason why they're losing over the ball. They're not finding rhythm over the ball. That's why they've been so distrustworthy over the lineup. Like get Bam out, Love in over the first 5 minutes. And then they'll be like, take Hero out for Martin, but not Strus. They'll put him for Lowry. That actually is a decent upside to start over the ball. So I'm not upset about that. Still in a commercial break right now, guys. Ankles were killing me, man. I forgot, like, in possibly a handful of days, we have the USFL returning back. I think around the 15th, so next week. If anybody who still wants to watch any football thinks the XFL is nearly about to end, you drink Aquafina water. Your parents never loved you. I'm just saying. Okay. Going over to the floater, decent ball movement. DeJounte Murray was just spraying off threes. I think he hit 2 straight. Collins hit a 3. Bogdanovich hit a 3. Hero, Trae Young, shockingly enough, he didn't even make a 3 tonight. He was more off attacking the perimeter, and he was getting more in ones.
Things you got to clean up. Transition defense, we're getting cross match. So
second consecutive appearance in the play-in tournament for the Atlanta Hawks, coming over last season.
it's hard. I mean, you just can't bite on a shot fakes.
And here comes off transition, and Caleb Martin will give over to Hero. Victor Oladipo is now in. Quick screen over the roll. Oh, miscoordinated pass, and Trae Young over the fast break. Decent finger roll over the possession. Oh, my God. Lowry, give it out. Martin on the one-handed jam crossing from the side of the court. Great score by Caleb Martin. Should it be 29 to 38 now? Trae Young finds Johnson. Bogdanovich right there is Bam Adebayo. And Okongwu just with the immediate mismatch. And here comes a quick pick and roll. Lowry. Blatantly carried right there, but we're going to ignore that. Bam. Over from the wing, catches the pump fake over Jalen Johnson. We'll give to Victor Oladipo for the corner 3, goes nowhere. 40-27. This is just a tough deficit. Bogdanovich, catch and shoot from the wing, no good. Saddiq Bey grab the rebound, though. Gets it back. Bogdanovich, overcommitted over that attempt to steal the ball. Saddiq Bey with an offensive rebound that goes out of bounds. His foot landed out. Gonna be Miami Heat's possession.
Bam Adebayo has logged 10 minutes, 2 shots, no points, 1 rebound.
Yeah, 0 points, man. Bam has barely gotten involved. They're either just hitting over the pick and roll and just trying to kick it out. Hero, floater, easy 2 coming over for the floater. 29-40 right now for the Miami Heat. Quick screen over from farther away. Saddiq Bey from the corner. Lowry right there to defend. Defensive rebound over Caleb Martin. They'll give to Lowry. Lowry transitioning around the foul. On the paint. He'll pull up for 3 from the corner. Don't even know what was the plan there. Bam was barely even set. And the behind the back pass for the corner 3 over Saddiq Bey. And with some flash, the Hawks are still dominating here in the first half. Hero over from the high screen. Shoves off over Trae Young, goes nowhere. Young gets the ball back over the defensive rebound by Okongwu, and they'll blow by. Over the back pass gets rejected from Victor Oladipo. Over from the Euro, Martin. What the hell are the Heat doing? Logo 3 from Trae Young, rumbles around the rim. Defensive rebound by Caleb Martin. Bam Adebayo moves it over transition. Euro's up over Bogdanovich. Can't score in a blatant personal foul over from Caleb Martin. That was an impressive behind the back corner pass. Oh my God. Great play by Trae Young.
But again, that's the gravity that Trae Young attracts. But on the opposite end, we were talking
Trae Young's one of those people like you can possibly guess how he speaks without even knowing how he is, man. That's a sad thing to know.
and that one cost you 3 points in the corner. First thought of the night for Bam Adebayo.
Quinn Snyder talking up with Trae Young.
Young and Murray. Has it worked the way that they visualized? Obviously, there's been a coaching change, a philosophical change.
Six assists for Trae Young over to this game, and I think he's with I think he's already with around 9 points tonight. Bam Adebayo again over to the line. They'll miss his second shot though. That'll be 13 points, 30-43, and only one singular point over for Bam here in the play-in. Bogdanovich, slide coming from the mid corner. He'll charge in for the floater, and he'll get fouled.
Franchise is going to look like. Foul called on Bam Adebayo. It's going to send Bogdanovich to the free throw line. Miami's been in quicksand here. Offensively, it was a struggle this season.
1 lap to go, and Lightning McQueen.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys.
Scoring 109.5 points per game. Normally, they just could rely on their defense, but since the All-Star break, that hasn't been very good. But you got some signs after March. Their offensive ranking went up to like efficiency 117 a game, which is ninth.
Comes a quick foul shot over from Bogdanovich to hit his two. We got 8:50 remaining here in the first half. Basketball. Here comes a screen over from Bam, hitting over for the roll. Back over to the post. Johnson matches up. Quick blow by for the easy 2 over from the one hand score by Bam Adebayo to get 3 points in total now. Miami has to clean up their mess when it comes to possessions. Bogdanovich, though, from mid-corner, knocks it down clean. What a shot. Bogdanovich got some 20-point games under his belt this season. Been a great acquisition for the Hawks. Oh, loses possession over the dribble, posted up over with DeJounte Murray. They're going over just great score over from Bam Adebayo coming up the post. Quick catch and shoot over from the inbound, over the mid-range. Hero knocks it down. Tyler Hero. Bogdanovich hitches it over to the screen, catches the double. Saddiq Bey pulls up, hits the rim, and then here comes Kyle Lowry with defensive rebound. Caleb Martin, he spins out over the contact. Over the rim, no foul, but what a play by Kyle Lowry. He just spun out and hit it over a bank shot over the layup. What a play. DeJounte, and they'll catch over to the double. Okonwu over the lob over Saddiq Bey. Bam Adebayo right there to catch him, but gets caught up over the pump fake for the two-handed jam over Saddiq Bey, 50-36. And there's still some basket. There's 7 minutes left over for the second quarter. So, oh God, Hero open, great behind under pass. Hero can't capitalize, and gonna be missed. Jalen Johnson over to Murray. Overhead over Bogdanovich from the opposite side of the wing. Murray Hunter's now matched up with Hero. And they'll try to blow by over to the kickout. Bogdanovich left unattended for 3. Knocks it down. This is embarrassing, man. The Miami Heat are just not going well. They only scored like 1 field goal the entire game. The only person doing some damage is only Lowry and Butler. Only 1 decent catch and shoot over from Hero, and the guy could barely even make a layup. Like, where's Strus? Where's Vincent? Martin only made like 1 dunk. A majority just came over from the amount of unattended threes. like they only think we should only double Young off the perimeter when Murray can shoot, Hunter can shoot, and Bogdanovich can shoot. So these are some shoddy game designs from Spoelstra. It's agitating me, guys. I'm just saying. Right there. I think that'll be a better screen for anybody that pops in. So now it's 53-36 with only, what, 9? We have around 6:49 remaining here in the half, and it has just been embarrassing. Miami Heat can't defend. They're pressing over to the double over the perimeter like nobody else but Trae Young can shoot. And they just switch over from the paint to the perimeter way too lately, and it's just the Hawks are eating them up. And I had Hawks coming as a 6th seed. They shouldn't even be in the play-in. Everybody gonna watch this Renfield movie? And Renfield's technically immortal, right? Like lifespan wise, knowing he possibly worked with Dracula for a whole last minute. All the people that played Dracula, it had to be Nicolas Cage. Secret sauce. I heard Shakira, soccer player from Barcelona, literally cheated on her. So that's crazy. Give me 2 seconds. All right. So Quinn Snyder going over the game planning. Quinn Snyder really appreciating the Hawks' performance right now. Miami Heat needs to step things up. They're near a 20-point deficit for the second time here in this half. And it was like 6:49 the time. They're already above 50 points. Butler coming over from the high screen. Bam Adebayo up the post over Sadiq Bey, and the quick hook shot for 2, pushing him over to a total of 5 points. 38-53 with 6.5 remaining here in the half. Quick over to the inside, and Okamu gets fouled over Gabe Vincent. And Udonis Haslem going over. Yo, you know how much I clap on the bench and say, you go team? Come on, guys. This is not what we signed up for. We're here to win. Consistency, man. Consistency. Okamu. And that'll be his first made foul shot. Udonis, I'm sorry. When are you going to check in? I'm honest. I know Zeller's going to check in. Like, you better retire. You're wasting roster spots every year. Every year. You have not been useful for the Miami Heat since the Big 3 days. I have to be honest with you. Gabe Vincent over the quick catch and shoot over the switch. Misses. Only Butler was right there to try to get the rebound. Hawks lead over 32 points and bench points. And DeJounte Murray loses the ball over the dribble. Gives it over to DeAndre Hunter for the one-handed 2. Goes nowhere. Rebounded by Bam Adebayo. Will move over transition with it. And bam, over the Euro, gets fouled. Rolls around the rim and nearly gets it in. And he'll get on the line. Commentators are really accepting having a mediocre season and still trying to make over a playoff run. Like, you're going to beat the Celtics. You're going to beat the Sixers. You're going to beat the Bucks. You guys barely even touched the Heat. I mean, the Knicks, including the Miami Heat. So tomorrow will be the Raptors against the. It's going to be the Raptors versus the Chicago Bulls. And just a couple games ago, the Oklahoma City Thunder could have had a game against the Lakers, but they'll face off against the Pelicans tomorrow night. And that'll be second missed foul shot that they could have pushed them to a 15-point lead. 39-55. Murray matched up high screen over with Victor Oladipo. Quick cross over the mid-range shot over Bam Adebayo. Rebound by Max Strus. Big hands over to Butler. Slowing down over transition. No lob up the post. Good box out for the easy roll around the rim. Grabs his own rebound over Clint Capella. Muscles over from the rim. And Butler couldn't even grab it. Over from the second missed shot over Bam. And a good swing pass, but loses the ball over Clint Capella from the inside. Gabe Vincent. Oh, Strus open from the wing. Can't get the tip in over Victor Oladipo. Those are two opportunities that the Heat had. 3 opportunities that the Heat had at scoring. Completely missed. Oh, poor bounce pass over Bam Adebayo nearly with the steal. Butler matched up with Trae Young, slowing down over the perimeter. 3.2 seconds. And he'll try to go to the inside. Floater, it's good. Miami Heat tonight, this whole season, 50% from the field whenever they play off against the Atlanta Hawks. 36 from behind the arc. Oh, God. Now they're doing like 30% shooting tonight. Chase down rejection from Bam Adebayo. Rebound by Butler. Gives to Strus. DeJounte nearly loses the ball from Strus over the middle of the rebound. Great defensive effort from Bam Bam. Here comes Gabe Vincent trying to assist over from the screen. Knowing here, Trae Young's over to switch. Bam over to top of the key. Oladipo trying to cut. Strus, bounce pass. Bam for the mid-range. Why take that? Quick chest pass over to Saddiq Bey, and he'll try to spin out. And he'll try to kick it out, or going under the rim. Bey right there to assist over with Young, and he'll try to blow by. Under the rim, and Trae Young's just having an astounding game. And he hasn't even shot from long range all game. This is just embarrassing. Trae Young now is a point leader over Bogdanovic. The only person over double digits for the Miami Heat is fucking Jimmy Butler, man. Bam Adebayo has been missing post move, mid-range. Can't get it clear off the pass. He can barely even move over the ball. The Heat are just ass. Every spectrum imaginable. It's agitating me, man, because I know how good the Heat can be when they actually try. So still under commercial break, guys. The Heat are not giving any favors if they want to try to get it further into the playoffs. Green. Looks like Anthony Edwards had a tweet. Oh, Baby Metal and Deathlock are going to be on tour. Oh, man, I'm going to listen to that. Guys, if anybody haven't watched Metalocalypse, guys, shout out to Deathlock. That shit was fire. Oh yeah, when Israel Adesanya won back his championship. Still under commercial break. We still have one more remaining. Oh, I didn't even know an hour has passed. Here it comes. 20-point deficit heading over with 3.5 remaining here in the quarter. It finally moves over to the ball after moving the ball ahead, rolling around half court. To continue over their possession to keep the ball moving. Heat. Gazeller's in. Oh, trying to go for a behind the back save. And Hero, Murray over Bay, corner 3. Still knocks it down. Oh my God. 62-39. What are the Heat doing? High screen, moving out. Butler crosses over from the up and under. Gets rejected. And Clint Capella gets a chase down rejection. DeJounte kicks out. Oh, Sadiq Bey can't continue with the hot hand, but Clint Capella grabs the offensive rebound baseline. Good inside pass, but it's a kickball violation over Max Strus. And this is just embarrassing. And that was when Capella was just matched up over. And look at Udonis Haslem. Look how much he's sacrificed. The amount of ass sweat he left on that bench. 14 of 3 over their run. And this has nearly been rounding out to 5 minutes of the quarter. Miami Heat hasn't taken lead all game. Quick mid-range over the contest and a blatant foul over Tyler Hero over DeJounte Murray. I thought the NHL playoffs are going to start beforehand. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And Max Strus coming in for Tyler Hero. We keep getting Strus, and he doesn't get any much involvement in the offense. So why do we keep him? Defensive rebound, and it's picked up over Caleb Martin. Over transition Butler. Over from inside the wing. Long range 3 from top of the key. Knocks it down as Kyle Lowry. 42-63. 2.5 remaining, and still the Hawks bench has been outscoring the Miami Heat. Literally, the bench has nearly scored a third of the points for the half the points for the Hawks, and that's nearly over the total score of the starter scored. So Hunter inbound over to the inside, a lob over to Capella from farther mid range. Butler matched up with Murray. Moving out to the screen. the switch here. Oh, step back, offensive rebound. Capella gets rejected from Butler. Trae Young catches over the pump fake. The lob to Capella. Misses over to the rim. Good over to the Euro. Good lob pass and a blatant personal foul over Kyle Lowry. With a one hand over to the chest, Capella's going to get on the line. What's with centers, man? Like, y'all are 7 foot. You should take a foul shot like a practice shot. Like, shouldn't that be easy? It's literally just a flick of the wrist for you. Oh, my God. Mitchell Robinson now Clint Capella? And I thought he'd be a better ball player. Moving over from the screen. Under the rim. He'll go up and under from the line. And a foul. Lowry's not going to get on the line over Saddiq Bey. It's embarrassing. Already like 4 players with double digits in the first half of basketball here. And the Miami Heat, they can't even get second chance points right. And Butler's just getting locked down. He's the only person trying to carry over this team while Bam can barely do shit up post. Bam is such a power forward. It should be blatant that he's only decent over to the pick and roll. Caleb Martin comes for the stealing the ball, barely half court. As soon as Trae Young can move over the ball, and simple cross over his left, trying to screen out the switch. Bam grabs the rebound. Caleb Martin over transition, hesitant to defend. 3-point shot missed. Come on, guys. Ultron can be a more efficient shooter. DeAndre Hunter switches out to his left, gets rejected, just like you possibly was back in high school. Trae Young grabs the offensive rebound, step back from 3. But offensive and a loose ball foul over DeAndre Hunter trying to get the rebound was Jimmy Butler. Let's go. Oh, come on, man. This is... We've got a minute to spare left into the game, and the Heat are not giving any... They are not... And they were like black sheeps coming out over to the play and thinks they have some postseason experience. And they've beat the Sixers. They've went the distance with the Celtics, and they shut out the Hawks in their last playoff series against one another last year. And here they are getting nearly shut out by 20 points in the first half. If they're letting Okongwu get double digits in this, you know how trash the Heat are. Over transition, that was Butler, off the loose ball foul. Trae over the simple cross, left to right, gets rejected from Bam. That's the second straight block. Here comes Lowry over transition. Good kick out over the bounce pass. Lowry pump fakes over Capella. Sidestep for 3. Knocks it down. Finally, the Heat are going somewhere. 48-63 with only 35 seconds remaining here in the half. And Lowry's been a scoring leader right now. That's his second straight 3 he made. Pull up J from DeJounte Murray. Kyle Lowry with a rebound. Over from the inside. Up and under pass. Bogdanovich tips it out of bounds. 20 seconds remaining. Heat's possession still. 17 points for Kyle Lowry is insane. Being the scoring leader for the Miami Heat right now is Kyle freaking Lowry. Nine 9-0 run for the Miami Heat over the past 2 minutes. And with 20 seconds over what could have been possibly an outside pass for a three. Max Strus over the inbound, Lowry in. Give over to Adebayo. Winning over to the corners is both Butler and Hero. Bam hands back over to Lowry with only 13 seconds remaining. Setting over from the high screen from the logo. Over for the inside. Shoves off over Saddiq Bey. Gets the two to push that to 19. 3.2 seconds. Gets fouled. Strus can't continue with his foul trouble over Trae Young. And that's going to push over 2 shots over the shot attempt. And that's Strus grabbing over to Trae Young before he even gets the shot called off. And he'll get on the line. And Trae Young thinks that's a 3. Oh, that's a 3rd foul in the first half. Strus's ass. My God. Young for his first shot. With 0.9 seconds remaining. Outstanding run over for Kyle Lowry in the second quarter of basketball, but even a better run. 14-point lead now. And Strus rotated out. How is he near triple-double? Trae Young is near triple-double. He's with 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Inbound and half-court heave. Can't follow through with it. 15-point lead for the Atlanta Hawks heading into halftime. And Eric Spoelstra discussing a bit of the calls made over by the referee. So in the commercial break, heading over to the half, and this has just not been a favorable half for the Miami Heat. They did get to pick up things after a 9-0 run, and Kyle Lowry was just shooting the lights out of the basketball, but this is just not looking good. Hopefully he can pick it up and make this a more contested game, because it's not an impossible deficit to close out and try to still keep it pretty consistent, because they do have a decent defense. And they've been able to shut out any attempt of Trae Young in the first half from shooting the 3 ball. But that hasn't stopped Trae Young shooting any other way. Like, Trae Young was 0-4 from behind the arc. He missed all his shots from 3, but he's 5 of 7 from 2. And he's been getting majority over his fouls. He's the second highest scorer tonight. And other than that, it's been over his assists and his involvement over to the offense. Been why the Hawks even been doing so well. So if you think Trae Young's not doing well because he's not making threes, his play style has been getting a lot more people like Saddiq hitting corner threes, but getting more spacing out over to the floor. Okongwu getting good space to get put back scores over for the pick and roll and getting some good lob passes. And that's the top 5 total scores are picked up by Atlanta Hawks players. Butler and Lowry. That's not acceptable. Oh, God, there was a technical mistake. Now we're over to our halftime report. Bask in his gluttony. You will bask in my gluttony. If it wasn't for Lowry, the Miami Heat would be like in a 30-point deficit before the half because Bam couldn't shoot, Strus couldn't shoot, and get out of foul trouble with Trae Young. Oh, my God. It's been embarrassing. Miami don't have a good team. They have a bunch of washed bench warmers. Trash. Butler. Oh, yeah, Bam. Let's go over Bam's stats real quick. Bam Adebayo has been 6 points, getting a total of 5 after making 1 point in the first, and that was coming over a foul shot. And he's with only 29% from the field. He sucks right now. The only thing that's been getting an upside over him is his total of only leading over with like no blocks. And that's come over the foul leader that is Max Strus with 3. Bam Adebayo's only with two leading blocks over with Clint Capella. Still in a commercial break for this game, bro. I hopefully the Heat cleaned it up because a 15-point deficit, and after like they were closing up, they were already up by like 21. That was the highest lead. No, play-in mode. It's worse. I thought Gatorade was gonna start making those protein powder shits. Charles Barkley on realizing he's losing his life saved him because he bet the Heat. Oh. Chuck thinking about his $1 billion bet. There comes LeBron James. Don't forget, guys, we are under 2 hours remaining left for the Timberwolves and Lakers that are coming up at 2 p.m. 10 p.m. my fault. Possibly some of the favorites for the USFL is going to be the. I don't know if it's going to be the Showboats, even though it's still technically the Bandits. It's going to be the Bandits, Breakers. Yeah, I'm still going to call them the Bandits. It's Maulers. I don't think they're going to improve slowly. Hopefully the Stallions. I mean, not the Stallions. The Generals pick up the pace. God, this Play It Safe podcast. Oh my God, the Kings are going to take over the NBA Finals. It's your mom. All right, guys, we're heading over. Recap: 38% from the field is Miami, 46%. 3-point shooting hasn't been a favor for most teams. Majority of threes were made from Kyle Lowry. For the 4-16, Kyle Lowry dropped 3 trays for the Miami Heat. I'm not happy with what's going on now. Screw Atlanta's feelings. And now we're heading over to the second half of basketball, the scoring leader being Kyle Lowry of all people. Over Trae Young's 15 points. And now the Heat move over their possession. Gabe Vincent, screen over from Bam Adebayo. Hits over to Butler. Bounces over from the screen from Hero. It'll cruise up to hand the ball from the back. Mid-range, and it goes in good over the quick move over transition. Great move over Hero. Here comes DeJounte Murray. DeAndre Hunter cruises over Butler, and the one-handed jam can't go through. Off personal foul over the defensive rebound over from Bam Adebayo. Get Tristan Thompson. I won't stop cheating on her. Screw Chloe. Yeah, DeAndre Hunter's been already in foul trouble before involving Kyle Lowry. Here comes Jimmy Butler. Hand back over to Hero. Trying to blow by over Trae Young over the glass. And he'll go for 2 over the layup. 54-65. Hero now with 13 points. He was marginally around double digits in the second halftime with 9 points. That's the second straight field goal made. A low bounce pass over to Young, trying to drive around baseline. Stuck with DeJounte Murray. John Collins waiting from top of the key. Murray misses. Tips it in. Capella off the hook shot. It's good over the offensive rebound. Hero sidesteps it out. Blows by over the mid-range. Knocks it down, rolling around the rim. That marks 15 for Tyler Hero. It's already 7 straight points for the young man. Good sidestep over the pump fake, Trae Young. Obviously, the size mismatch is there. Oh, man. Now the Heat are finally closing up the gap. 67-56 and that's about 3 shots made over by Tyler Hero over the half. DeAndre Hunter already got some foul trouble. Yeah, things are looking up so far. Oh God, I'm trying to crack this neck. All right. Ball doesn't lie. Good with goodwill word. Good word with goodwill. Oh. And no cap room. So it's nearly the same thing. Guys, I still don't get the sentiment of always hanging your freaking shoes on the wall. Those shits better not stink. Shit's heavy, but I carry it with ease. Like a high school janitor and carrying them keys. See another freaking Levi's commercial where they show a lot more men's ass than they do women's, so that's a problem with me. $1,000 Puma for some sneakers? Hell no. I mean, they have some decent looking kicks, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tending to even get some shorts too, so might go to Puma for some options for what I want to wear for the gym or casual wear. Okay, we're back over a commercial break. And here comes Strus over the high screen. Can't follow through. Offensive rebound attempt by Butler, but and a loose ball foul. Miami Heat still got possession. Here comes Bam. A quick inside pass to end a jam from Butler. Over moving out to the screen. Quick switch. Trae Young mashed up over Bam up the post. John Collins. An aggressive finish over back. Strus goes nowhere. Rebound by Strus gives to Butler. 1 of 10 when allowing 65 plus points in the first half of the Miami Heat. This is Marshall 6. And there's the floater. Tyler Herro's been on a hot streak. And now they came over a 15-point lead in the half. Over 21-4 run over the past 5 minutes. The Heat are back in a close-range game against the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young tries to move up for the 2 attempt. Missed. An aggressive overhead pass from half court. Hits Gabe Vincent. I feel like DeJounte Murray fouled right there, but blows by. Oh, inside pass over to Saddiq Bey for a finish over the finger roll. Great play. Here goes Vincent. Quick hezzy over from the screen. Mid-range from the baseline. Can't follow through with it. DeJounte Murray gets the ball back over transition. Corner 3 to Saddiq Bey. Misses. Can't grab the rebound, but Butler does over Bam Adebayo. And Butler now. ISO's up with DeJounte. And he'll hand over to Strus. Corner 3. Knocks it down. 6-point deficit. Quinn Snyder is obviously agitated, coming from a good first half, and now unanswered 23 points from the Miami Heat after cruising 15 points before at halftime. Renfield. Hopefully, it's a decent movie. I'm sorry, did that bitch just put a mango with chicken and an onion? Oh no, I think that was a potato. Okay. Dun 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 and a little bit of murder. It's getting hot in here, so hot, so kill all those people. I am. Win to get in. I still hate the concept. I understand you want those mid-tier teams that have somewhat of a fan base, still an opportunity to catch over some ratings. Oh, that is a carry. The hell? Jesus Christ, this guy still thinks it's a hot sauce days. Yeah, that is illegal of the crossover. Apologies, guys. I'm sweeping around Instagram, see what's entertaining for a while, catch over my interest. LeBron James nearing 20 years in this season, already averaging around near 30 points, 8.3 rebounds. Not even guys in the top 75 are averaging that much. Mikal Bridges he hasn't really missed a game over the past 5 years. 5 years? Yeah, he has not missed a single game. This is the second team he's played for already. And now we're back over commercial break. 13 unanswered points here in the third quarter. Over 21-7 run. And now it's over to a 6-point deficit. And they were closing around a 20-point deficit not that far ago. Now the Heat are finally getting some basketball done. Quick screen. Murray over from the forward pass from Young. Murray now matched up with Strus. He'll size up, come around the paint for the one-handed 2. 71-63. Murray now with 9 points. Strus gives over to Hero. Butler now matches up over the fadeaway 2. And 1! Jimmy Butler over the fadeaway coming from the baseline in a far mid-range shot. They have the hard pan because there was barely any fans coming into their seats earlier in the game. What a play over the foul over to DeJounte Murray. Oh my God. Butler's back on the line. Over from the high screen. Shadiq Bey tries to get over the switch over Hero. Capella over to the inside. A pass back. A far pass. And a turnover off the possession. And a bad pass over from Clint Capella to Trae Young. Quinn Snyder. He's not approving of this type of possessions the Hawks been getting over this quarter. Over from the high screen. Oh, what a brilliant pass. Over the in and out, but Bam still can't fucking score. Young swings over. Bam with the interruption. Bam Adebayo. And Shadiq Bey blows free, and Bam Adebayo for shoulder tackle over Shadiq Bey for the personal foul. Hello? FanDuel odds are not doing the Hawks any justice right now. Sizing up over the mini dribble. Collins is manned up over Strus. Fadeaway 2. It's good. John Collins is his 5th point. Vincent over from the one crossover Hero. Over underpass. Butler off, crashing the glass. It's good for 2. Brilliant pass over Gabe Vincent. DeJounte Murray now manned up over Butler. And he'll switch. Interrupting as Clint Capella. Calling over the play. Collins pulls up for 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Capella continues over the glass. Butler gets the foul. A lot of leg injuries for John Collins. Somebody's going crazy on the road in the background, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Clint Capella going on the line after the personal foul over Jimmy Butler goes nowhere over a shot attempt. 0 for 4 from the free throws, Clint Capella. That jaded jump shot that looks like a crane for construction trying to shoot a ball to a hoop. Butler going over to the up and under, rolls around the rim. Can't grab the offensive rebound over Capella. That's his 16th rebound. Capella's been the only person attempting to get some hustle over in the paint. Bogdan Bogdanovic is in. Overcommitted already, leaping as soon as Trae Young was driving by over Bam Adebayo. And now Trae Young is now on the line. More behind the score axis. And now Trae Young only with 14, but he's with 6 assists and 6 rebounds. Fakes over the switch pass, trying to go for the floater. A bit hesitant. Butler posted up over with John Collins. Spins out over the fade. Can't get the shot he needs. Contested 3. Gets rejected over to DeJounte Murray. Over from the corner. Great defense by DeJounte. Quick cross. Step out. 3 from Trae Young. We forgot he can do that. Now Butler manned up again with Collins. A bit spacious. Over from the screen over Bam Adebayo. Pump fakes out. Gives to Bam for the easy 2, coming over from the one hand from the paint. That pushes to a 7-point deficit with only 4.5 remaining. Over from the inside, over from the rim. Easy backboard layup from Trae Young. He's only made 1 3-pointer after starting the half, 0 for 4 from behind the arc. That's now marks 19 for Trae Young. Hits up over to the post. And John Collins gets a blatant personal foul over Bam Adebayo of the post. Now Cody Zeller's in. Okonmu matched up with Strus up the wing. Oh, loses the possession over the defensive rebound, but Okonmu grabs it back. Here comes DeJounte Murray, and they'll size up over Lowry under the rim. It's good. They push that back 81-71. Back to a double-digit deficit. Corner 3 again. Strus gets swatted from Okonwu. What does that make? What does that mark? His third block? Zeller with that skinny ass headband looking like a thong. He'll dribble out, hand back over to Lowry. And a bounce out to the inside, getting floated, rejected. Okonwu, this time Jalen Johnson went for rejection. Over from the glass, tips it in. Well, we've heard of second chance points, third chance points, fourth chance to score. Great hustle by Cody Zeller. Screen over by Okonwu. Pass it out, Jalen Johnson. It goes out of bounds. Miami Heat possession. And Onyeka Okongwu leads off, blocks off the bench over Chris Boucher from the Toronto Raptors, Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz, Isaiah Jackson from the Indiana Pacers. And we got 3 minutes remaining here with only 72 and 81, trying to march out of that double-digit deficit that they were struggling to get out of in the first half. And Butler over one cross, sizes up and doesn't get the and one, but he'll get on the line over the contact over Jalen Johnson. Yeah, God. 9 assists, nearing a double-double already tonight, and the second leading scorer. No, I think he's still the number 1 leading scorer right now tonight after 17 points over Lowry. Lowry only scored 2 times over in the second quarter? Right now, Lowry's only with 19, so he's matched over with Jimmy Butler tonight. Hold the phone, because this shows that I'm already behind. Excuse me, guys. Link is right there if anybody is willing to join. We'll talk more about the play-in tournament or your basketball predictions. Oh, 3-point attempt over Jalen Johnson. Missed. Put back over Saddiq Bey, and it's a score. 10-point lead now, 73-83. Picked up over Hero from the wing. Screen over the pull-up shot. It's good off Hero. 76-83. 2:15 remaining here in the quarter. Just one more quarter of basketball remaining. Deciding factor who will reach over to the 7th seed to face off against the Boston Celtics. Overhead, Murray gives over to Saddiq Bey, crossing over the baseline. Over Jalen Johnson. Over up and under the rim over Cody Zeller. And it's a loose ball over Okonwu. Second chance over the loose ball, and Jalen Johnson picks it up for the 2, 85-76. Oh God, man! Every time the Heat thinks that they got something moving, the Hawks still try to close it out, and they've been just out rebounding. And here comes Jalen Johnson, mismatch, experience. Oh, it's a miss over the post move, over the spin out too of Jalen Johnson over the Euro, and gets a foul over Cody Zeller. Zeller with that headband is it's a face mask. My fault, guys. I thought it was a headband the entire time. It's just because it's clear. It's a transparent face mask. I guess they'll make it racial if he was wearing a black face mask like Jaylen Brown because he's with a facial injury. I guess it's his nose or something. I don't know if Lowry still got that bandage on his lip. Oh, yeah. It's not Nelly. It's not Nelly. It's on his lip, not his cheek. Jesus Christ. Am I going to feel old in a minute when I reference guys from the 2000s? Corner three from Hero. Misses over. Oh, trying to get the tip in. It's going to be a loose ball foul over Bogdan Bogdanovic. It was Jalen Johnson over the loose ball. Shit, my arm is killing me, guys. I'm just hitting benches. I need to go back to going 245s like I used to. Or at least 145. I'm not trying to bench over 245. My job doesn't require me to lift that much weight. And the rumbles around the rim, but that's not going to go 78 to 85 with only a minute to spare left here in the third quarter. And Trae Young matched up over a full court press over by Caleb Martin. He's been really aggressive, pressing over Trae Young, moving over to the ball over transition. And yet here he is again, pressing over Trae Young, getting him to collapse. Don't mess up the lady's popcorn. That possibly costed her like $25. I swear to God, concession prices in arenas are going to get increased. People complain about overinflation. I'll take the sacrifice of wasting $125 for Arizona than I am for concession popcorn, guys. And I went over to a Monday Night Raw. It was not fun making financial decisions for my life, knowing I have to spend like $15 on a soda and a snack. If you wanted a soda and a snack, that's going to cost you under $5 if you go to any other store, unless you're going to the movies or entertainment. Oh, quick one-handed bank shot over from Caleb Martin. That's going to be a miss over from the pick and roll. 50 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Heading over from the high screen, Bogdanovic, and they still cover the double team, trying to focus on Trae Young. Oh, another behind-the-back pass over from three. Bogdanovic misses that. Second chance score up and below the backboard. Great score again from the paint from Jalen Johnson. 25 seconds remaining, 89 to 78. And they closed out. The closest deficit was at least 7 points here in the quarter for the Miami Heat. Under 15 seconds remaining with Tyler Hero moving out to the ball. On a poor pass, Jalen Johnson was manning out over the post up, over to the inside, lobs to Okongwu over the fast break with 3.2 seconds. Lowry with the last shot of the game, trying to catch the contact over the shot attempt, and that's going to end the quarter 91 to 78 heading to the fourth. This is just embarrassing. Soon as we thought they were going to close up the gap, the Heat again know how to piss down their legs when they have an opportunity for them to actually try to at least closing this up to a 5-point deficit. That would be more acceptable around the half. But we have Clint Capella getting over 15 rebounds in this game. Okay, let me mute this because I really don't care about this Exorcist movie. The only thing I regret not watching right now is, of course, the John Wick film. I don't know if it's still in theaters. Hopefully, I have time to watch that because my local theater around my area is shut down, and that was during the time of COVID. So sadly, I don't even know if that's still going to pop back up. And the only thing we got was those damn AMC theaters that are like supermarkets to those people. They had me ravaging around to get to a seat or even to know what theater I'm in to get to see the movie I was watching. And I don't even want to think about watching another MCU film. Currently, Butler is still over being a good leader. 9 assists, 3 rebounds. Trae Young, he only made 1 3-pointer the entire quarter. With 6 of 9, with a good shot over from the glass with the one hand. And Hero picked up the pace. He was shooting a lot of shots, especially early around the third quarter. So that really closed over to the gap. So the only person that's still not getting involved over to the offense, even though he's a pick and roll machine, he should have been out rebounding at least John Collins. But Okongwu and Clint Capella has been cleaning over to the glass, and the Hawks just been way better at attacking the rim than the Miami Heat, and that's a shocker to say. Because the only cleanest offensive move I've seen out of the Heat was that great fadeaway jumper that got caught for a foul from Butler earlier in the quarter. And Jalen Brunson, I've seen done that, and he's a point guard. Usually you see guys that have the size advantage size up over to the post and they're hitting over to the fadeaway. That's Jalen Brunson doing that. He's like around 6'2 or 6'3 over for the point guard position. You don't see guards like that hit up the post anymore. If it's not their athleticism, it's their craftiness, or they're using their dribble moves to be more elusive into the paint or the perimeter and shoot. I'm telling you, if it isn't going to be Brunson, DeRozan, or Rudy Gobert, if they were in a different era of basketball, they would be at least more than 2-time NBA champions. I'm telling you, man, DeRozan got a bag on him, man. I'm not talking financially. I'm talking skill-wise. And it's Trae Young. That's his second attempt over that pass over to Bogdanovich for a 3, where he goes behind the back on the perimeter. I think Steph Curry did that, but that turned into a turnover to Klay Thompson. And we got under an hour left before we head over to our second game over in this play-in tournament involving the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now Eric Spoelstra getting interviewed. And I think the losers play off against the winners that are the 10th and 9th seed. So we got to, if Miami or Atlanta loses, they got to play off against the winner of the Toronto Raptors and Chicago Bulls game. And Butler over a deep depression every time, man. Every season, I got to stop carrying teams, man. I swear to God. Why? All because I look like Michael Jordan doesn't mean I have to carry them like Michael Jordan. That makes no sense. Hero coming from the screen over Jalen Johnson. Swing pass over to the post. Over to Okongwu, and it's, I guess, a kickball. Still Atlanta's possession over the kickball by Bam Adebayo. And here goes Bogdanovich. Hits over to Trae Young. Over from the screen from Okongwu. Pull up Jay. And the second chance coming over from Jalen Johnson again. The putback, one-handed jam coming from Jalen Johnson. My God. 21 points. Bam with 7 rebounds, while 2 players off the Hawks are already with double digits. Oh, Jalen Johnson loses a bit of his footing as soon as Tyler Hero went right. It turned into a one-handed floater off his left hand. Great play over by Tyler Hero. In a swing pass with the one hand, Bogdanovich, good corner over to DeAndre Hunter. Quinn Snyder was appreciating that ball movement. If it wasn't for the travel call, it's going to be back over to Miami Heat. Thinking that they were the 2014 San Antonio Spurs. Pick and pop over top of the key, and a tray from Kyle Lowry, the three-pointers continue, and he's made a majority over the 4 3-pointers, now turned into 5 over the floater, over the finger roll over Caleb Martin, squeezing from the paint. Great play by Trae Young. Hero over from the screen, top of the key, switches Okongwu with Johnson. Over the post, Bam, stuck with Johnson. That's been great of stopping box outs. Over from the screen, pick and roll. Lowry kicks out Vincent. Manned up as Bogdanovic. Just not going to stop Gabe Vincent to hit the 3, 86-95. We need Rick Ross. We were running series games with Rick Ross courtside. Oh, behind the back. Quick shot. Oh, quick cross and release over Trae Young from top of the key over the behind the back cross. Lowry over the handout. Clearance over Bam. Getting locked up over Okongwu in a personal foul. And that was a good, 2 hands up there. Those NBA sweepers, man, those make more than possibly your mother and your father. That is a sad thing to note. That was a good lockdown over Okongwu, but he's still going to get on the line. He's with 4 total blocks, and I think he got 2 already on Jimmy Butler. He had one on Bam Adebayo before. And Hero's not knowing where he's going right now. Tip off over Okongwu. Oh, they're counting it as a loose ball. Tipped off one over Okongwu over Bam. Saddiq Bey heading over for the screen. Shake off. Bogdanovic. Corner 3. Can't follow through with it. DeAndre Hunter. Oh, picked up over Hero. Quick cross. In between 2 defenders. Can't hit it from top of the arc. Top of the key misses. Rebound by Bogdanovic. Moving out. Finds Hunter. Side steps out of the hezzy. Still matched up the post with Hero. Fadeaway 2 goes nowhere. Bam. Grabs the rebound. Over the missed jumper from DeAndre Hunter. Lowry. Fakes over the screen. Hesitant. Saddiq Bey shuts down Lowry from his 3-point attempt. Over the pick and roll. Over from the glass. Rebound. Oh, Bam still couldn't grab it. 7th rebound over for Trae Young over the Euro. It scores over the finger rolls Bogdanovic. 97-86. That was an embarrassing possession. And Bam's the only person that hustles over for the rebounds. They don't have enough bigs. Look, it's Vincent, Martin, Lowry, Hero. Who else is going to grab a rebound other than Bam? What type of rotations is this? And there's only 2 guys above 6'5". Lowry over the blow-by, over the shot clock. Up and under, switching over his right hand. Great play. Acrobatic finish from the veteran. Lowry now drops 24 points, 3 of 5. Switches over his man, Saddiq Bey, matched up with Hero. Sides, jab steps, spins out over to the post. Fadeaway 2, rolls around the rim, rebound by Bam. Lowry over to Martin, hands back out. Lowry from the wing, knocks it down. 91-97, closing out to a 6-point deficit, the closest the Heat ever gotten since the first quarter. And we're heading over to commercial break, guys. Now the Heat are trying to play some basketball. Oh, man, finally. The Heat are getting somewhere before commercial break. That's a great shot over Lowry. They're great over attacking the rim. But those fast break points are obviously coming from the Atlanta Hawks. So they need to know how to capitalize over possessions like that. They've been blocked at least twice now in the second quarter, at least twice in the third quarter. Heading over to the fourth. No, I think we already are in the fourth. I'm bugging out. My fault. We're already in the fourth quarter. Who you guys coming out of all this? You still think it's going to be the Atlanta Hawks? I understand lead bias is a thing. It could be the realistic case to get, but anytime The Heat finally get some momentum going. They close out, and this is now the closest lead they've had over in the second quarter. I mean, the second half. So things could go Miami's way if they keep it that way. Because I'm not gay. Now I'm just struggling for things to rhyme. What the hell's wrong with me? Haynes underwear. She was obviously not looking at the bulge the entire time. Then we guys got to see that new Mario film. If you can, rate it down below. Still regret not seeing it yet. I can't wait for Knicks playoff basketball facing off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Still trying to get how this bracket works. Hold up. If that's how I called it before, I think that's how it is. So yeah, loser faces off against the loser of the 9th and 10th seed. And only one gets eliminated from playoffs. So I guess that's a fair exchange. No, not really. Chicago gets either Chicago or Toronto gets immediately eliminated. Thanks there, the final 2 seeds remaining over in the play-in tournament. I'm betting it's Chicago. I am betting it's Chicago. Chicago is not given any favors why they deserve to be in the play-in tournament. If it wasn't for the efforts of Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. And I remember elitists were saying, "Are you smoking crack?" I was like, I know DeRozan is good. I know LaVine is good. I know how good Lonzo is. That doesn't mean they're going to win a championship. Oh, tips over the corner 3. Bogdanovich can't follow through. Defensive rebound by Tyler Hero. Great save over having his footing nearly out of bounds. Blow by over Caleb Martin. Collapse over Hero. Under the rim. Tip in by Bam Adebayo misses. Clint Capella grabs the rebound. And that's 18 rebounds for Bam, man. I mean, no, for Clint Capella. I think Bam's like 9 rebounds right now. Bogdanovich with the quick shoot. A bit of hesitation. That's going to be 20 rebounds over the inside pass over to Bogdanovich for the one-handed slam. That's going to push it to a 9-point deficit for the Miami Heat. Lowry over the pass from Bam. Over the inside, cross, cut over Martin for the corner 3. Can't follow through. DeAndre Hunter with the defensive rebound. And the person that's been getting into the paint and crashing the glass at the same time has been Clint Capella. Catch and shoot over DeAndre Hunter. Still can't follow through with it. Oh, Caleb Martin collapses trying to swat over the ball to get the position back. And DeJounte Murray grabs over the corner 3 with a timeout over Eric Spoelstra. And yet again, just another offensive collapse. As soon as Miami were just closing over the deficit, they just pissed down their legs. Man. And a commercial break again. Shit's heavy, but I carry it with ease. Like a high school janitor, I'm carrying some keys. Hoop is a blatant LL Flooring commercial. Awesome. Yeah, Lowry has 27. I still don't know how that's possible. He's been shooting those shots, man. Why are they taking it like there's such a Premier League fan base in the United States? I'm not saying that the U.S. doesn't have soccer fan bases, but oh, come on, man. You know damn well nobody says that they're a New York United fan. I'm a New York FC fan. And we still call it FC even though we know we call it soccer in the States. So that still makes zero sense to me. We got an hour and a half remaining before we head over to the Lakers Timberwolves game. So under TNT's weird commercial break stand-in. That's 40 seconds long. The Toronto Maple Leafs are matching up against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the Maple Leafs are shockingly up. Yeah, they're up by 1. The hell? 3-2 right now. Ten more seconds before we're possibly back into a regularly scheduled game with only half the time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And the Washington, and it looks like Timberwolves are warming up with the Los Angeles Lakers. For LeBron's, I think this is LeBron James' first appearance in the play-in tournament. No, I think this is the second time in the play-in tournament. I think they beat the Warriors. I'm telling you guys, AD better hoop. Here comes Gabe Vincent. Gives it over to Lowry. One-handed. Oh, lob passed over to Clint Capella, trying to deflect over the ball, over the post. It's going to go out of bounds. Miami still has possession. Oh, we have. Oh, it seems like somebody dropped a drink. Play and spillage sounds disgusting. Commentary gotta stop thinking they're that funny. Quick and bound over to Bam Adebayo, still match up with Capella. Mitching over the high screen, pull up Jay from. Oh, God, Lowry drops 30. Kyle Lowry drops 30, 94 to 102. 30 points, 10 of 14. Lowry going 5 3-pointers in over 7 attempts. He's been outstanding. Collins over the post up and a hand over to Hunter. Over to Dejounte Murray. Between the legs, he'll cross over to the inside. Leaning to, it goes in. Quick high screen, a collapse. DeAndre Hunter got a foul over Butler from the screen. Was going to be back over to Miami's possession. Over the personal foul. Quick screen over Gabe Vincent. A hand over from Bam. Spins out and a collapse. Wow, this lady is quite dressed up for courtside. Jesus. Gabe Vincent's feeling a bit of it, man. He tried to spin out in the middle of the defense. Saddiq Bey, a bit of a push off after Bam tries to hit the quick screen and trips him over the play. That could be possibly Atlanta's possession. And Gabe Vincent, he's limping out of the arena. He's heading over to the locker room right now. Oh, fuck. Caleb Martin's back. Now 5 of 10. Bam hands it over. Lowry for 3. Top of the 33 points. Are you kidding me? 97 to 104. The game's still alive for Miami. 5 minutes remaining. Are you kidding me, people? Are you kidding me? Trae Young drives out between the legs. Hits Saddiq Bey. Hands over to John Collins. Matched up over Hero. Spins out over to the inside. Bam, right there. Get the block, but rolls around the rim. It's good for 2. And John Collins, he's been getting some decent scores. Hero. Oh, blow by. Over the up and under, trying to pass it out to Bam. Cruising over from the inside, a bit of a crash. I'm not watching a show called Up and Adams. Jesus Christ, that sounds like a DC hero with a recalled comic book. Up and Adams got eaten by Gorilla Grodd in the first issue. Okay. 4:30. And a lob over to the inside. Butler, aggressive takeover to the back of the glass. And Clint Capella was already trying to move over to the transition. It got too much of a hand right there over Butler over the attempt to stop over the 2-pointer. And Clint Capella is obviously a bit agitated and confused. But the ball counts out of bounds. Hero. Catch and shoot again from the corner. Oh, my God. Hero got to stop. Offensive rebound by Butler. Over to the inside. Rolls around the rim. He'll go to the line. And it's a travel call over Butler. Didn't even take a dribble. And Eric Spoelstra's not happy. Hawks possession. Still a second chance for the losing team over from either the 7th or 8th seed. Oh, from the inside! Capella loose over the possession. Too late to stop his Bam Adebayo. Seriously, a lack of big depth is sad. If they didn't even have Kevin Love, they only had Kevin Love here for a quarter. Only for a quarter. Bam's been overly reliant on this team to try to be the defense and the offense. And that's a sad thing to say. Now it's 108 to 99 still. Still not out of the double-digit margin yet. Over this quick cross. Where was the help over? Okay. And offensive rebound. Aggressive bounce pass over Collins. Finding Saddiq Bey over baseline. And Kyle Lowry's not happy. Oh, my God. Timeout again for the Miami Heat. And we're heading over to commercial break with only 3.5 minutes remaining. 110 to 199. The defensive just ineptness for the Miami Heat is insane. They either can't catch over to the double, or there's so many guys attacking the paint right now. How many guys are scoring double digits on the Hawks? I think Justin Johnson, when he was on the floor, was scoring around 11 points. He was scoring a lot of second chance points. Saddiq Bey, 17. DeJounte Murray, 16. Bogdan Bogdanovic, 14. Okonwu, 12 with 4 rebounds. And he totals with a lead of 4 blocks out of this game, guys. 4 blocks is Okonwu right here. With the only plus minus that's been competent was Butler with 9 assists over transition. Now, I haven't seen him in the fourth quarter. You know who showed up in the fourth quarter? Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry that totals the leading score of 33 points, while there's already 4 players on the Hawks that trail with over 15. And like 6 players on the Hawks that have double digits, including Jalen Johnson with 10 points and 7 rebounds. There already has to be 4 players on the Hawks. Even Trae Young has 7 rebounds. How is that even possible? That's embarrassing. Whatever game planning is available for Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and Tyler Hero, they're going on it. Spoelstra in there, knowing they have only some time remaining to make a major difference like they did in the second half, early in the second half. And what the Hawks can do to capitalize and extend their lead before the time expires so they can head over to the 7th seed. $70 points in the paint is crazy. That means the Heat has not been trying. And I think it's just an over-reliance, man. They have too much confidence on the roster over hitting number 1 seed. They never thought, hey, what do you think that would actually make us win a championship? Not just Caleb Martin taking over minutes or signing Kevin Love, that he can barely play 15 minutes. Let's just over-abuse the time we have over Bam Adebayo when he's obviously not the biggest rebounder on the team. He has better assets than just rebounding. So fourth team foul over the Hawks. Inbound over Bam Adebayo from Lowry, hitting over that press over for a foul. Reaching over John Collins. Over from the foul line. Great floater under the foul line for Tyler Hero for a 9-point deficit. 101 to 110. Over from the high screen from Saddiq Bey. Hitting over to the corner. Bounce pass. Back over to Saddiq Bey over from Clint Capella. Hits over to the post for the mismatch. Long range Trae from Young. Ice Trae can't follow through with it. And a reaching foul by Kyle Lowry. How many does Clint Capella have in rebounds right now? We can look right now because this is just agitating. Look at the rebounds. Bam got 9. Jalen Johnson has over 5. So does Trae Young. Apparently, Trae Young has over 5 rebounds. So does DeAndre Hunter and Saddiq Bey. Clint Capella got 21. That's more than four other Miami Heat players in total. They are ass. And DeJounte Murray just scored. Caleb Martin coming up and under. Floater attempt over Tyler Hero that still can't score like a 40-year-old virgin. I've seen more successful shooting attempts from Michigan State in basketball. I'm not talking about the shooting guys. Chill. I'm not trying to get canceled. Oh, quick jumper over the rebound. Oh, my God. And one over Collins. Bam just swatted over the rebound. And gave it over to Collins for a gimme and 1 over the contact. Oh, my God. And now Collins is up for 2. Rolls around the rim and rebounded by Caleb Martin. For 3, Lowry, couldn't keep the hot streak alive over that massive heat check. dropping 33 tonight. Butler hasn't done shit since the third quarter. Sizing up over the screen over Bay. Catching over DeJounte Murray, manned up with Hero, and he'll steal the ball over the fast break with Martin. Cutting over to the inside, floaters over the glass, rolls around the rim, is good for two. 103 to 114 with only a minute to spare in the game, guys. Well, the Hawks are at least going to be in the playoffs. Jesus Christ. Cruise over from the defense. Couldn't get the... What was that over the fast break? Pull up 3 from Hero. Why not just pass it to Butler? That would have cut it to an 8-point deficit, but still, any score from the paint would have been available over 2-on-1. I don't know what was the point of what Hero just did right there. Kyle Korver just looks like he's trying to do his emo Zac Efron impression. And I guess everybody's knowing that the game is over at this point. At least the Heat have another chance to make it out. If they're the losers here, they face off against the winners coming out of the 10th and 9th seed for who will be number 8 in the Eastern Conference. Celtics swept the Hawks in the 3-0 series. 12 playoff matchups. 30 seconds remaining for the Miami Heat. 103 to 116, guys. This is just embarrassing. Pull up from foul line. It's good. Over Bam Adebayo that hasn't scored anything since the second quarter. And Trae Young moves over with 15 seconds remaining with no shot clock. So she could just dribble out over with 116 to 105 remaining. And knock off the Heat to play off against the winner of the second game in the play-in tournament to see who will reach over to the 8th seed. You have got to be kidding me. Well, the Hawks will meet the Boston Celtics in the playoffs. And now we'll be heading over to the Los Angeles Lakers against Minnesota Timberwolves. Still have 5 minutes before the game ends. So, I'm going to appreciate everybody that was here. Completely a waste of my time. He just pissed down their legs. Didn't know how to shoot. Bam. Only had 9 rebounds in the entire game. That mid-range wasn't shit. When Bam, Clint Capella just out-rebounded everybody. Look at this. You cannot make this up. We cannot make this up. 21 rebounds in this game. Where's the bigs? Max Strus was shooting shit out of the ball. He wasn't shooting lights out. He was shooting shit. You're telling me Kyle Lowry was the leading scorer in tonight's game? And Tyler Hero was just only with 26 points and actually was cleaning up the place around the second half. Okay, the Heat still wants to make something out of nothing. They need to win their next game against either Toronto or Chicago coming out of the next game. And this is just poor coming out of a first seed team. So I'm gonna close it up here. Thanks for getting into my live. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Lakers and Timberwolves. That's gonna be in a handful of minutes. But I thank anybody that took the time out of the day to watch over the stream and my commentary over the play-by-play. Thanks for watching the DSD show. Like, comment, subscribe if you want more of this. And thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.